Can you hear that? Yesterday, it was 50 degrees. Today, it is a winter nightmare again. I've been making videos about, talking about, thinking about, arguing about smartphones for a long time now. Over the past couple of years, it's gotten to the point where I realized that my mind was no longer thinking the way that a real natural mind would think. And my smartphone was a big part of that. Phones have become very good at drawing us in and keeping our attention, and our attention spans have become bite-sized in the way that phones make it very easy to intake information. A lot of phone manufacturers have recognized this, and so they've built in tools that will allow you to take control of that to a certain extent, but I found those tools to be kind of counterintuitive, not really work as well or be as dramatic as maybe they need to be. So I found a way to make my iPhone less iPhone-y and more of a tool. And in this video, I'm going to tell you all about it. If you're like me, you've been going down the slippery slope of phone usage for quite a while. And recently, maybe because of current events, maybe because of other things, your phone usage has become more stressful and less fun than it used to be. I know that's the case for me. And so I needed to take control of my phone. Honestly, I was talking with my wife about this last night. Social media has really kind of destroyed a lot of our ability to think clearly. There's all of this doom scrolling and just letting your mind wander from topic to topic, and then you get angry or you argue. It allows us to externalize all of the parts of ourselves that are not real. And so when you get into that whole thing, at least for me, I've found that my brain started to deteriorate. So I wanted to minimize my connection to social media. I wanted to get rid of the dopamine that I felt every time I opened my phone, which has a lot to do with how the phone is designed. Now, phone design is a thing. Phone design, they put the icons on there, they make them bright, they make them colorful so that your brain can differentiate between one and the other, and then you start to associate in a Pavlovian kind of way the look or the feel or the color of different icons so that you can you see them and you're like, ah. So I wanted to minimize all that. As I was starting to feel this way, and as I was starting to just get more and more depressed about using my smartphone, my iPhone, in all of the ways that I have, I got an email from a developer in Australia, and they offered me a chance to look at their app called Dumb Phone. I don't necessarily want to make my iPhone a dumb phone. I want to make my iPhone work for me. I want to make my phone something that, instead of drawing my attention in 1,000 different directions, that I can get into it and actually find the things that I need to find and not become distracted. So the Dumb Phone app looked really good to me. Dumb Phone works with widgets and basically gives you the opportunity to take away all of the distractions that your phone gives you by putting the things that you want to have right up in front of you, right in front of you. You can set it up on a single page. You can set it up as multiple pages. You can set up scrolling pages that have different apps on them. You can actually set up profiles that you choose in order to have only the apps that you want to have in front of you when you want to have them in front. I set up a personal, a work, and a creativity profile for each of those with different apps on them. And there's also a detox mode on there that will allow you to be like completely phone free for a period of time. The way that you set it up you use widgets, and Dumb Phone actually has made this a lot easier than other apps or other homemade remedies that I've tried myself by giving you step-by-step directions, both with video and with, sort of a walkthrough of images and text that allow you to go through all the steps that you need to go through to get all of the things set up so that it's a seamless experience. This is just one widget on a home screen, and then over here I still have my app library and I can get to anything that I want over here, but I can also click search and search for anything that I want, or I can pull down and search. You still have all of the apps available to you. Here I have the apps that are most important to me, like Messages, Phone, Mail, Browser, Notion, Notes, Journal, Kindle, and Apple Music. Those are the ones that I want to have right there available to me at any moment. And then down here in my dock, I just have the Dumb Phone app. I can design, I can set up, I can edit, I can select my different profiles here, and it all works really seamlessly. And then you just swipe back and you're back to your screen. In addition to installing and setting up Dumb Phone, I deleted all of the unnecessary apps, or all of the apps that I didn't want on my phone anymore, to distract me into doing things that I don't want to be doing. So all social media other than YouTube, and it has been taken off my phone. Games or any other non-essentials are gone. And I just got rid of everything that I didn't need to use on my phone at some point. Some of them maybe I use, like my car app, I don't use every day, but I need to have my car app. And there are several other apps that are just there for smart home stuff, etc., etc. With this setup, I have everything that I need right in front of me. I also went through and either turned off or minimized the impact of notifications for all of my apps. Of course, there are some notifications that you want to have right away, but for the most part, not all notifications are necessary. So now I only have Messages, Phone, and a couple of other apps that give me instant notifications. The rest of everything, my notifications show up in the notification center, but they don't show up on my lock screen, and they don't show up as little drop-down notifications while I'm using my phone. And then the last thing that I did was I went to Control Center and added all of the different things that I needed to be able to get to just in the touch of a button. So now everything that I need to get to that I might use a widget for or something like that is right here in my Control Center. So I can flip through and I can control my media, and I can control all the functions on my phone, turn off Bluetooth, etc., etc. And the overall effect has been that I no longer feel compelled to grab my phone. A lot of times I found that I would grab my phone and not really know what I wanted to do with it. I would just grab it. And sometimes I would grab it up to like 200 times a day. For reasons I can't necessarily explain. But my pickups of my phone in the last week or so have gone down to just over 60 pickups a day, which is incredibly improved over what they were. The good folks over at Dumb Phone, they did give me a link to take you to the App Store so you could download the app, and they also gave me a promotion code that gives you 50% off if you decide to buy the app. You can try it first to see if it works out for you. Of the apps that I've tried that make the effort to do this, this has been the easiest to set up and maintain of any that I've tried to this point. So at least download it and check it out using the link down in the description. If you decide you want to buy it, PHT50 gets you 50% off the normal price of $9.99. So that's $4.99. The results here: screen time down 43% in 1 week. Phone pickups down to 60 or so in a day. I mean, my mood has improved. And my feeling of just being really over amplified and even like desperate. Something about using my phone all the time, particularly digging into social media and being a part of that scene, has made me feel desperate in a way that I don't think you're supposed to feel. If you decide you want to do this, or if you've done it before, talk to me down in the comments below. I'd really love to know what your experiences have been. Otherwise, thanks so much for being here. If this is your first time here, please think about subscribing, liking, coming back, doing that whole thing. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back and being a part of the community. I really do appreciate it, each and every one of you. Until the next time, I'm out.